everybody, welcome back to another Piggy video here on the MIKEYDOOD channel. And if you guys haven't played chapter 6 for Piggy book 2 yet, make sure to play it right away and make sure to check out yesterday's video, guys, because we actually solved the savior ending inside of the game. But inside of today's Piggy video, we're actually going to be discussing the future chapters coming to Piggy book 2, as well as what we're going to be expecting inside of future updates. Now, just as a quick reminder, guys, I want you all to use the best code out there, code Mikey, whenever you're purchasing Robux as well as premium. But with that being said, guys, let's jump right into the ending of chapter 6 inside of Piggy book 2. Now, if you guys remember, MiniToon did announce that chapter 6 would have multiple different endings. Now, in yesterday's video, we actually saved every single TSP member, which gave us the savior ending. Now, there are two other endings. One of them is actually a secret ending that not too many people know about, so make sure to stay tuned, guys, because we have a ton of different information. Now, to actually earn the savior ending, you must save all 6 TSP members inside of the factory. Now, if you actually decide to save between 1 and 5 of them, meaning that at least 1 TSP member is actually left behind, you will only get the survivor ending. Now, the third and secret ending for chapter 6 is a little bit different. Instead of saving the TSP members, you actually have to save none of them, guys. You know that the main objective for chapter 6 is to actually free every single one of them, and there are 6 different members, one behind the fence, one underneath this like little brick pile over here, and the rest are scattered throughout the map. But if you actually give Pony this right here, the beautiful wooden sword, before you save any of the TSP members, you will actually find a way to knock out Willow Wolf and open up the final exit. Now, since the endings determine the future chapters inside of Piggy, I don't actually want to do this secret ending because I don't want it to mess with the storyline that I actually received. But I did want to give a huge shout out to the YouTuber Creekcrafts because he actually explained a ton of things inside of chapter 6. If you guys don't already subscribe to him, he will be linked down in the description. But here is his genuine reaction on the secret ending found inside of chapter 6 factory. Now, as you can see, he's just chilling right there. It says you escaped. Willow comes up once again, but this time she says goodbye. Star Code Real Creek. And of course, guys, this one's a little bit different. Zuzi says look out, and you are left with that sound right there, immediately sent to the main screen, and you can tell from Creekcrafts' reaction that that was definitely a secret surprise. Now, each of the 3 endings are a little bit different, but the main difference between the survivor as well as the savior one, because obviously, guys, if you do the secret ending, you end up dead and you can't really play the future of the Piggy storyline, so you're either going to be the savior or the survivor, and the main difference between the 2 of them actually focuses on this scene right here. As you guys know, we find out that Giraffe is safe through Mimi, who says Giraffe is gonna be okay, but he should stay here for a bit. He needs rest. Now, depending on how many TSP members you actually saved, it basically showcases it right here. You can see that since I did the savior ending, Katie represents all of the TSP members and says, we'll take care of him. It's our way of saying thanks. Now, in the survivor ending, they don't really say too much, and it seems like the TSP members are kind of upset that you left one of their members behind. But once again, guys, in the savior ending, they are all actually happy, and this is how we end up teaming up with TSP, so the Safe House Squad, Willow Wolf, and TSP are now one unit. Now, personally, guys, I definitely think the savior ending might be better for the future, just because you will be working with the rest of the TSP members. Now, speaking of the final cutscene, guys, the main thing that happens is that Willow finds out that Zizzy has sisters. Now, obviously, guys, this is very, very important because this is where Willow has a change of heart and realizes the things that she is doing against Pony as well as Zizzy is not that good because Zizzy once again has sisters. Now, you can tell right here her mood completely changes. And a quick little Easter egg of this, guys, we have a scene of Tigry kind of attacking Willow, throwing his knife and knocking her gun away. And I pointed this out in yesterday's video. I found out that Tigry is actually holding some sort of key on his hip. Now, I did find this Easter egg hidden inside of Willow's office for chapter 6 factory, where one of the keys on the wall, the security key, was missing, which means that Tigry actually stole it. Now, I'm under the assumption that Tigry was the one who decided to trap every single TSP member inside a factory because once again, guys, he is very, very angry at the group. And in chapter 3 Refinery, there was a few notes claiming that the TSP members were bullying him. Now, back to the storyline, guys, we find out that Willow feels super, super bad for Zizzy because obviously she officially has sisters. Now this is a huge turning point because this showcases on how important siblings are because Willow was very close with her little brother William. Now we know Willow is close with William because in the ending of the chapter 6 cutscene, we figure out everything that happened between Willow and her little brother William. Now, as you can see from the cutscene right here, I think Willow's parents were actually criminals like she was, because right in the very beginning, they immediately get arrested. We see right here how close Willow and William are, but they have their parents, so they're super happy. But as soon as they find out that their parents are actually getting arrested, things start to take a dark change. Now, after the arrest of Willow's parents, we find out that Daisy Donkey is actually going to become the main caretaker for Willow and William. Now, this is where things get a little bit awkward because Daisy eventually gets called to join the military, which obviously makes William very sad. Now, because William was very close to Daisy, he was very upset that Daisy had to leave wherever they were and obviously join the military. So what William decides to do next is a little bit crazy because obviously he felt a closer bond with Daisy rather than Willow. It clearly showcases it in the cutscene right here, because as soon as Daisy leaves, William is completely different towards her sister Willow. Right here, guys, you can see he's upset with her, he doesn't want to talk to her, and Willow is obviously very concerned. Now, as a last-ditch effort to get William to really like her and try to forget about Daisy, Willow decides to make William's favorite pie right here, but as soon as she returns with it, she finds out that William left to find Daisy. Now, of course, guys, this leaves Willow having an empty hole in her heart because Willow just got taken away, and what I think happens right here is that this scene right here is the very beginning of chapter 1 alleys for Piggy Book 2, where you and Officer Doggy end up arresting Willow Wolf and Rash the Raccoon. And obviously, guys, Willow has taken enough. She just lost her brother, she just lost her parents, and this is the worst thing possible that can happen, her getting arrested. So of course, guys, this is why she has so much hate in her heart and why she wants to get revenge for William. All right, guys, so now that we got the ending cutscene out of the way, I did want to talk about the secret Easter eggs as well as the secret notes found inside of chapter 6 factory. Now, I did want to mention that MINITOON did say publicly that he still is going to be adding a few Easter eggs around the map. He hasn't been able to find the time to actually add more, but there will be future notes added inside of chapter 6 factory, so make sure to be on the lookout. Now, the notes that we did find inside of chapter 6 factory were actually hidden inside of Willow Wolf's office. Now, the very first one says, "Although Daisy left us, I'll keep Will safe with me. I just wish it was me instead of her. But she was the only one who could do it. I won't be able to handle losing anyone else. I can't. If I lose him, I lose everything." Now, this basically showcases on how important William is to Willow, just because she kind of feels bad that Daisy was the only one that William felt close to, and she kind of wishes that it was her instead of Daisy that actually got called by the military. So you can see how much regret and how much sorrow Willow has because William is upset, so it might actually lead her to do some pretty crazy things. Now, the second note found inside of Willow's office says, "I'll find you, Will. When I do, we'll head north together across the North Sea. We'll be safe. They have just what we need up there, but I can't go without you." So it basically explains why Willow Wolf was waiting inside of this TSP factory and hiding it from all of the TSP members. She was waiting to find her brother William before she headed up north to find the cure from the military. Now, the third and final note was the same exact note found inside of chapter 1 alleys from Daisy Donkey that says, "Dear Willow, please take care of William while I am gone. I'll be back soon. Daisy." Now, these three notes showcase on how important William was to Willow, so it really symbolizes Willow's change of heart when she found out that Zizzy has sisters and that Zizzy might be infected. It literally turns Willow from being a bad character to being a good one. Now, the final thing I did want to discuss inside of today's video was the two brand new skins added inside of chapter 6. Now, the very first one is the main Piggy bot, which is Coley, and just as a quick reminder, guys, you can notice that Coley does have the same exact eye as Mr. Stitchy as well as the Insolence. Now, this is kind of funny because there are a few orange eyes found inside of chapter 6. Those images will be popping up on the screen right now, but I have a small theory that the Insolence as well as this orange eye might be the main enemy for Piggy Book 3 for the future Piggy series. Now, the other skin added was Katie, and I think Katie is a cat medic badger looking thing. I don't know, guys. Her weapon is a saw if we take a closer look, and she has like a nurse's outfit. So I don't know if the Katie skin skin is actually canon and a part of the main storyline, but it's actually a pretty nice skin, so I might as well buy that as well. Now, once again, guys, if we take a closer look at this brand new koala skin, it actually spawned right where the sewers map ended, so I have a slight theory that the insolence has something to do with this koala skin, because look at, once again, that bright orange eye. It literally looks exactly like Mr. Stitchy, and I have a really weird feeling that this is going to be the main enemy for Piggy Book 3. Now, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to join the Mikey Mob down below by smacking that like and subscribe button, and also don't forget to use the best code out there, guys, code Mikey, whenever you're purchasing Robux as well as premium. We'll see you guys in the next Roblox video. Hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day. Goodbye, everybody.